Is van life right for you? Okay, a common misconception with van life is that you have to be traveling all the time while you're doing van life, and that's simply not true at all. Like, when I hear van life term, I think of somebody in like a mini RV, SUV type vehicle traveling the country, you know, and that's awesome. Like, I did that. I traveled a large part of the country. I traveled the country. I went out west to Yellowstone and all those cool places in Utah and Arizona, and drove through the mountains and saw Mount Zion National Park for the first time, and visited Salt Lake City for the first time, and kayaked the Great Salt Lake, and went to the state park and saw buffalo. Like, I could go on and on. It's really, really amazing to travel. But if you don't have a way to make money, or you just you don't want to do the travel part, you can still RV, you can still van life in one location, like I've been doing for the last 4 months, and just work a regular job, whether it's remote or whatever your job, and save money. The main point of van life is to save money, at least from my perspective, and that gives you freedom. Obviously, the freedom that comes with van life, being able to up and leave your job, or travel, or to travel the country while you do remote work, right? Because if you already work from home, like, and you can do that in your car, why not travel at the same time, right? So there's a lot of ways to look at it, but I don't want you to think that you have to do it one way or another. My main objective now, since I did all that traveling, I got a lot of that out of my system. I mean, I drove as far west as the Del Mar Pacific Ocean in San Diego. And then I drove as far east to New Orleans, and I kayaked the Black Swamps of New Orleans, and that was freaking epic. I saw alligators there. I kayaked a whole bunch of other places. But anyway, that's for another video. So the point is this right for you? I would take time to really think and reflect on if this lifestyle is right for you. And you can try it out for a month and see if you like it. And then you can go back to your regular life if that's possible. But I would give it a try. I would give it a try. Unless you know for sure, like me, like I knew for sure this was my path, because I had slept out of my car before, and I was no longer going to continue to spend all that money in rent, like $840 a month. Like, at my job, I don't make a ton of money, so my check is, it's like 1.5 checks just to cover rent, like just to cover rent. So you're talking 40 hours in 1 week, another 20-ish hours in another week. Like, that's a lot of my life to just hand over that money to the landlord. And that's what motivates me to this day. I'm so motivated now is because I can make progress. That's the biggest key, is if you're making progress in your life, and this gives you the opportunity to finally make financial progress and keep most of what you're working for, then I say go for it. You have nothing to lose, because I think a lot of people out there are losing, and they're going to continue to lose even worse because they don't have enough money. They don't save enough money in their bank. They don't have enough money coming in. They don't have better options, right? But if you're a regular person like me, you want to live out of your car, save a lot of money, I can teach you, I will coach you on how to do that. I've done it out of Dublin, Columbus, Ohio. I've done it out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, and I traveled a lot of the country, all the way out west. So every one of those nights for 3 weeks, I slept in Utah, I slept in Idaho, I slept in California, I slept in Arizona, I slept in my car all of those nights. So I can tell you all the hot spots, where to sleep, parts to avoid, how to do it, the gym membership, personal hygiene, where to shower, how to balance your life, basically, inside a car. If you want help with that and making the decision on whether or not, it might not be for you, that's fine. I'm not like here to try to convince people. I'm passionate about teaching people something I've done in my actual life, whether it was marketing in the past or social media. Now it's van life. I love helping people get the information they need, the clarity to take action and make real progress. So that's one thing I love about the van life, is you don't have to be rich and educated. Like, all you got to do is have some grit and some discipline and a vehicle, and you can go and start making progress in your life quicker than any other way imaginable. So if that interests you, let me know. Reach out to me, and I'm here to help.